fight fans, and welcome to another episode of the Square Circle, where we are pound for pound the best at talking boxing past, future, and present. I'm your host David Hamlin, and tonight's video we're going to be talking about this upcoming fight on April 21st between Jesse Vargas and Adrian Broner on ShoTime. You don't want to miss it. Stay right there. Alright, so we got this big showdown on ShoTime this weekend, and it's going to be freaking sweet stuff. Adrian Broner is never in a boring fight. Let's talk about how Adrian Broner is really likely to stop his offense as soon as your offense pours on. We've seen it time and time again, and Paulie Malignaggi was the first to point this out and take advantage of it. Even though he didn't get the win, he did great in that fight. It was a very close fight because he knew if he put on the attack and he backed Broner up, Broner would shut down. And he did a lot of the times, but he's got that freaking sweet check left hook, and he'll catch you coming in with that right hand a little overzealous every time. And that's what I think is going to happen this Saturday night. So I think Jesse's going to overcommit to a lot of shots, and I think Broner's going to get him with counter shots. I think Vargas is going to have his spots where he's going to be controlling it just off, just off pure activity. But I think that Broner is eventually going to catch him with a nice counter left hook, and it's either going to be enough to wobble him and win some rounds, that way, or he could even stop him. So that's my prediction. What's your guys' predictions? I want to know your guys' predictions. So, comment below and give me your opinion on this upcoming bout. I want to know your guys' picks, because right now I was looking through all the forums and all the different websites and everything, and it looks about a 50-50 fight. A lot of people are actually picking Jesse Vargas to upset Broner, even though Broner is the slight betting favorite in Vegas right now. That may have changed because it was so close last time I checked. So being that my prediction is Broner, that only is the case if he's able to not be psychotic Broner. He's got so much drama going on with his life right now, with the upcoming court date and the loss to Mikey Garcia that he just had. He's got a lot to overcome. It seems like he's losing more than he's winning these days. Plus, he's getting so involved with trouble, like all the time. He cannot avoid it. Like, Adrian, the problem, is a problem to himself. Here's a picture of him right here, outside of a press conference of someone else's fight, causing trouble. I think he said something about wanting to teach this lady about who the real man is or something like that. I don't know what he was yelling about. God, he looked crazy. And here's a picture of him after a fight, of him losing his cool. And I don't know what this is all about. He lost his cool. He's yelling ringside at somebody. I don't know who it is, but he's obviously losing it. But I want to engage you guys, so tell me below who you think is going to win. And if you want to get really technical, say, hey, what round or whatever. I won't even do that in this fight, because this fight is that close of a fight. Or maybe a blowout. Who knows? You never know what you're going to get with Adrian Broner. He was able to put Sean Porter down on his ass in the last round of their fight after losing over half the rounds easily, if not every round. So, he has that ability to step up, and I just hope his work ethic is good in training. He just got in a dispute with the guy that's supposed to be coming out rapping with him. He just got in an argument with that dude. Why can't he get his shit together? Why is he canceling press conferences? We all know that they just lip sync all the way out to the ring anyways. Shit. What's the fuss about? Alright, let's take a second to check out the tail of the tape. They're both 29 years old. Adrian Broner is 5'6", and then we're coming over to Vargas. He's got the height advantage of 4 inches. We have a reach advantage for Vargas. 71 inches to 69 inches on Broner, and they both should, I don't know, I have to think that Broner may come in weighing a little bit more than Vargas, maybe by 5 pounds, but we'll find out. Alright, now let's take a quick look at the records of these fighters. You can see that Adrian Broner is the bigger puncher of the two. If you watch their fights in the past, you can clearly see that. But the more active puncher and the busier fighter is going to be Jesse Vargas. And is that enough to pull off a win? I think it's going to be interesting, but I don't think so. Alright, now I want to give a quick mention to the other upcoming fights this weekend. It is a very busy weekend for boxing. We got Carl Frampton and the dude making his return, the Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire, who I was a big fan of, and Rigondeaux just schooled him, but we won't talk about that. We're going to move on from that fight, and who knows where Donaire is right now in his career. He already retired, and we thought he was long done, and who knows how he's going to perform. Yeah, so that fight with Frampton and Donaire, it's really hard to pick a winner. I might have to go with Frampton because he's the much fresher, the busier, younger fighter, and he's just good all around. But with that knockout one-punch power that Donaire has, you know, that could be all she wrote, and he could pull it off. So we'll see. Looking forward to it. So also this weekend, we got Amir King Kong coming back against Phil Greco, and in this press conference leading up to it, I'm not sure what was said. I'll have to go back and watch the video, but I did notice that Amir threw a bottle of water on Phil, and shit, it looked like some shit was about to break out. So I think that's probably to sell the fight. Amir isn't really a dude that's known to do that pre-fight bullshit. I mean, he talks, you know, he's kind of cocky and whatever, but he don't, you know, pour water on people's faces and shit. So if I have to pick a winner for that fight, I gotta go with Amir. Amir loses a lot of fights. It seems that way, just because how fragile his chin is. But I think his speed and combination, and it's gonna be enough to pull it off. So that's my pick. Okay, to recap, my picks is gonna be Frampton against Donaire, but maybe that power is going to show up and we're going to see a different type of fight if the Filipino Flash still has that speed and determination. And Amir Khan and the problem Broner, if he doesn't have another meltdown, or he didn't just have a meltdown that rivals the meltdown that we watched on TMZ with Britney Spears. Alright, so that's going to do it for tonight's video. Everybody should tune in to ShoTime on this Saturday night, April 21st, and check out this fight with Broner and Vargas. The other ones, I think, they must be like overseas, so who gives a shit? I'm not buying anything from Sky Sports. That's just me being an American. Thank you for just supporting this channel. I appreciate it a lot. Please hit that like and subscribe. And don't forget to watch ShoTime this Saturday night for that fight with Broner and Vargas. It should be a good one. And until next time, remember to keep those hands up. Thanks. Take care.